There were people like Dinendra Brahmachari during Indira Gandhi days. There were people like Chandra Swami during P.V. Narasimha Rao days. In fact, he used to rule the roost at one point in time, sir, if you remember those days. So somewhere down the line, we've always been kind of a Baba country where we have seen, we as people, as Indians, we believed in some holy person trying to guide us and all of that. So that's been there with us, sir. Where does this, my question, sir, is if you actually deep dive into an Indian's life, if you deep dive into our life, where does this concept come in? Why do we have such faith in people who we clearly know that are conning us? Clearly, we can see it. Why do we have faith in such people, sir?
Yeah, see, first thing, I agree with you. We had earlier Babas also, but their nature was more close to the centers of power, like Chandraya Swami, you see, and many others. They were power brokers in a way between political parties and politicians, and
Yes.
such mass blindness was invisible that time. What I meant to say that during last 3 decades it has gone up. Like in Punjab, you see this Dera Sacha Sauza, this Gurmeet Ram Rahim Insan.
That
When
rapist, yes.
it's represent, of course, one thing I feel like mentioning that Ram Rahim Insan was instrumental in murder of a brave journalist called Ram Chandra Chhatrapati. I hope all of us should know he is one of the oldest journalists in his own city. He tried to expose, but he was murdered, and he was not protected by the state in the way he should have been done. So Gurmeet
Correct.
Ram Rahim Insan draws so many people in Punjab, and there are many deras. Of course, property-wise, they are the richest people, I think, who don't invest anything except their smartness, and they get the maximum reward. So my point, Sujit, was that last 3 decades this phenomenon has gone up, not that it was not there, and its roots actually lie in the structure of our religion also, in the sense that in the structure of religion, faith is an inbuilt thing, and faith and rationality don't go together. And as the time changes, how that faith is manipulated, how some entrepreneurs like Gurmeet Ram Rahim, Asaram Bapu, and this Bhole Baba, how they manipulate that faith into making people believe that I am the solution to your problems. And that I think we need to understand. And I have seen in my personal life also, many people as such will not go to temples or do the arti and puja. But if they are faced with something very serious close to their relatives, they'll start doing puja and all that. So this faith in last 30 years, I think this question is very, one needs to go a bit more into detail of that. But 30 years, I see the parallelism between uh, rise of religiosity, rise of religion-based politics, but rather politics in the name of religion, and the phenomenon of Babas. There is some sort of a indirect or direct correlation between the two. And these type of politicians, now you see, there is a nexus between the Babas and politics also, that also you have pointed out. One example I'll give you, Gurmeet Ram Rahim Insan. He is mostly out on the parole. And when is he given parole? Whenever there are elections, he's out.
Correct.
So this and you know, when Bhajan Lal government, they won, whole cabinet went to Gurmeet Ram Rahim Insan to take his blessings. So this, I think, and added to that, I think illiteracy in our country. I think one of the major things also is that in our schools, as I pointed out earlier also, one is that literacy rate is catching up, but it is not as great as it should be. And in our curriculum, rational thinking and arriving at your own conclusions, which are on logical route, they are much less. That may be one of the reasons. And added on to that, insecurity is a grounding on which these things stand more.
Stay ahead with our cutting edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.